that
log
works best for
47.
me. The first thing I do is fold my paper into two, making sure that the width is enough for my armhole round. Then go ahead to take the length of my paper and make sure that it is enough for the length of my sleeve. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw a starting line. This starting line is going to serve as my shoulder point. Now, from this shoulder point, you are going to measure from your shoulder point to your bicep, your shoulder point to your elbow, and your shoulder point to your wrist. So I'm going ahead now to take out these measurements. So I'm taking from my shoulder point to my bicep, which is 5 inches. From my shoulder point to my elbow, which is 13 inches. My shoulder points to my wrist, which is 23 inches. Then I'll just go ahead to label out these lines. And now the next thing I will do is go ahead to take my round measurements on my bicep, elbow, and wrist. And on my bicep, I'm going to be adding extra 2 inches for stitching allowance. On my elbow, I would add 1 inch for stitching allowance. And on my wrist, I would add 1 inch for stitching allowance. And the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead to connect these dots. Now for my armhole, what I will do is connect a diagonal line from the end of my bicep to my shoulder point like so. And then on this line, I am going to mark the middle point. So to get the middle, I simply place my tape rule on this line and fold my tape rule just like so. Then go ahead to mark the middle point. Now this is